the Ripstop by the Roll Packcover Kit. And before I actually used the seal nylon that was included in the kit, I had an old piece of scrap material. It's not seal nylon, it's just Ripstop nylon. And I made one with that to test it out and to practice my sewing and hemming before I used the material. And it turned out really great. So I followed the instructions from Ripstop by the Roll and made this Packcover kit, or pack cover. And so now I'm going to use the actual material that was included with the Ripstop by the Roll kit and make one. So the first step in making the pack cover kit is to measure your pack, the length and the width plus how deep it is, and then add 3 inches. We're going to do that now. And about 38 inches lengthwise, and add 3, so that's going to be 41. And then widthwise, going to be 30, and add 3, so 33 and 41 inches. So now I'm going to cut that out of this material. I'm going to measure out this material, mark it, and cut it, and then we'll get started. Just a little hem like that. Alright, so you do that with all 4 corners. It's important to remember that I'm new, just go slow. Don't forget to lock stitch, because I did that on my first couple projects. I'd forget. And then, boom. Probably adjust my tension a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, so now you've got all 4 corners done like this. The little triangles folded over and sewn. So now we're just going to take the edges and do a rolled hem. And the key here is it needs to not be a tight rolled hem. You don't want your stitching way up against the edge. You want to have enough room so you can fit the shock cord through there. And so pretty much we're just making a channel for the shock cord. And what's going to happen is as we roll them, we're going to have these edges where it can come out. So I'm taking, right now, I'm going to say this is the top. So I'm going to do the top first, and then we'll do the other sides. So once again, you do have a slight grid that you can use. But this is why we add the 3 inches to the measurements we take for the seam allowance. So I'm going to do about a 5/8 inch seam here. Rolled hem. Just take your time. You're not in a rush. Nobody's rushing you. And just keep your fabric taut. Alright. Then you can grab back here and help feed through, and then do a little bit, stop, refold over your hem, make sure it's in line and straight and the fabric's feeding through evenly, because if the tops don't match, then it's going to end up bunching up and stuff like that, and we don't want that. It won't really matter on the finished product for this, because you're not going to see it anyway. It's going to be bunched up anyway. Another thing, you might not be able to see it on the camera, but this material is so thin you can actually see through it, so I can see the end of the fabric, and I'm using that to help keep my measurements right.